we're going to work on our box, and to have the proper measurements, I'm going to open the flap here. For a 3x3x2 box, I need 2 pieces of 7x7. I'll take one of my pieces, we'll score at 2 and 5, and I will rotate my paper 90 degrees and do the same thing. 2 and 5. So this will be our base. For the lid, instead of aligning our cardstock right up against the corner here, we'll line it up with the line that has an arrow. This is where you need to align this paper so that your lid fits right over your box. So we'll move our paper this way, and we're going to score at 2 inches and 5 1/8. And I'll rotate my paper 90 degrees, just like I did for the base. I will move my paper up to the line here, and I will do the same at 2 inches and 5 1/8. We're going to cover with pattern paper only the lid. I like to identify it by writing lid right here. They're not the same measurements. First, I'll start by scoring on all my marks. And now that I have all my pieces folded, it'll be easier for you to see what you need to cut. You need to cut on these 2 score lines at the bottom and at the top here. So I'll just cut with my scissors. Both pieces of paper are cut the same way. Now, before I glue the lid of my box, I'm going to adhere my pieces of pattern paper right away. Now that I have all my pattern paper adhered to my lid, I'm going to go ahead and assemble my box. So what I did is I put 2 strips of adhesive on the wrong side of my box in the middle part here, and if I turn it the other way, I've put 2 pieces on my 2 end flaps at the top on the good side. And I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll remove my tapes. Join my 2 middle pieces here and my flap here, like so. And if you find that you have a rough edge here or one that goes over your box, you can just trim that with your scissors. I will do the same on the other side. And there's the lid of our box. So I'll put together the bottom of my box the exact same way that I did earlier. And here's the base of our box, and if we bring back the lid, it fits perfectly over it. I will leave the base of the box inside my lid so that it's sturdier, and I'll just put score tape right above the edge of my pattern paper like so, and I'll keep going around this, and I'll remove my tape and start applying my ribbon. I'll just do my corner here. I want to add a little piece of tape right at the end, cut the excess. What I want to do is I want to take my 2-inch piece of pattern paper, align my 2 points here with the 1-inch mark, and I'll just cut like so. I'm going to break the fibers of my pattern paper so that it's easier for me to roll and also to prevent the paper from tearing. I'm just going to form a cone like this. I want to put my flowers in the middle of this cone. About here. And then I'll finish rolling my cone, and I will secure with some glue dots here and maybe one at the bottom like this. I'm going to bring my silk ribbon here, and I'm going to put one mini glue dot in the middle of this piece here at this level, and I'm just going to tie this in a cute little bow. I'll use a bit of sticky strip right in the back of this, and like this. And we have our cute little box. Can you imagine giving this to the special little girl in your life? I think it's just adorable. Now, this collection by Kaiser Craft is also ideal for tea parties because of the images in the collection. Imagine using this to decorate the room with place settings, menus, cake toppers and flags, and give each of the little girls a parting gift in a box like this. And then you can use the same paper collection to record this memory in your scrapbooking album. As you can see, I've also added some liquid pearls like I did on my card last week on the envelope, and I think I'm going to do the same for the box. I hope you'll enjoy making your own gift set in all sorts of different themes, and it's much easier when you have the right tools. And if I had to invest in one as a beginner, it would definitely be my Martha Stewart Scoring Board. I love mine, and it stays out on my working station all the time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As usual, leave your comments and questions down below. Also, if you have any suggestions about what you want to be featured in upcoming videos, please let us know, and I will see you next week.